don't know what I'm doing. Fuck me, I've got the wrong glasses on. No hat. I've forgotten how to do it. Can you hear it? Is it all right? They're the wrong glasses, isn't it? They're my Cazals. Nice pair of bins, though, aren't they? That's a bit better. I know. You'd be surprised what happens when you disappear for a while. This is really exciting. I'm really happy. I'll wait for a few more people to get here before I really start gushing. But it's so lovely. The old excellent to see you all. It really is. And you know what? Oh, all right, let's just fade that out. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it happened. We got it. It came here. So, hello. It's lovely to be. Excuse me, I've got some water. Hang on, that's still playing away. I also got my internet upgraded. I used to run on a thing that was a 24 miles per hour upload. Hang on, let's get a bit of colour in my cheeks. I don't know, I can't remember how to do anything. Well, I go there. What was that one called? Yeah, that's it. I got it. 24 upload and 24 something download. I've now got 8, and they're in the 80s, which is much nicer. Much nicer. We're currently being lit by my computer screen, so, but that's a little bit more colour in it, and that's preferable. Oh, so nice to see everyone. Look at that, 166. Right, let's get the old Twitch on, just in case Rags is on the firm. I like to have it. I want it authentic. That's why I got my hat on. Grab it. I want it authentic. Be quiet over there on Twitch. If you're about Rags, it's all on over there. I'll get the entropy on. I mean, it's quite an ask, I know, but if you can grift, you've got to grift. And I've also finally today worked out how to actually link you to a page where you can subscribe to my Substack. I haven't known how to do it, and I'm whoa. That doesn't look right. This don't look like it's going to play ball. Why is there all writing all over it? Mousecat's already given me an entropy donation. Oh, that's from the other day. That's lovely. And Pete has as well. Let me clean this up. It's all gone wrong. It's like there's writing all all that way. Do you know what I mean? There's writing almost saying, no, you had your chance. Well, I do apologise. But Mousecat, and I'm assuming this includes his missus, the lovely Mrs. Me, and it says, thanks for the reply and the helpful words. I'm thinking of building a time machine to put everything right that's wrong. They had some very heartbreaking news, not for public consumption, it's private to them, but heartbreaking stuff that tears families apart. and I didn't know what to say, because what do you say? What do you say? But they're lovely people, and like the majority of you, a pleasure to have, got to know. I haven't answered so many emails. Chances are I'm just going to archive them. I'm sorry, I've got so many. I've got about 900 emails, and it's because I've got all this Substack stuff happening now as well. But that's going very well. Ed from Queens drops a $5, says Dogecoin going to the moon. Yeah, Doge is good. My mate has made an absolute fortune on it. I missed out on that one. Pete opens the bidding. So they're all over here. Okay, let's get them on the screen. Very kind of you to be dropping donations in. My missus can't be here. We didn't have a COVID. We didn't have a lockdown. And then a boat full of, shall I say, foreigners arrived, and every single one of them had it, like about 300 of them. And they all went, let's go and have a look around Cambodia. Now we've all got to be in at 8 o'clock at night. And to get to my house from her house, my missus has to go up and down and, all around the houses, because the red areas are here and the orange areas. They've been shooting and whipping people. They've been whipping people if they've been catching them out. I got a geezer. We were in a tuk-tuk, and the driver took a risk. The thing that was saying you can't go down this road was flat. So he just had a look around. He was going, thinking it was well funny that he was like some kind of, what was that thing, Wacky Racers or something. And so he's gone down it. And the next thing, we're going down a dual carriageway, but one side of it is chocker, and the other side of it, which is usually meant to be coming this way, is just me and him going at about 30, 40, which in a tuk-tuk is quite fast. And he's going, oh, and he's shouting things at the people on the other side that are going along at about no miles an hour. And I was thinking, this isn't funny. This is when we get arrested. And then we did. Then we got called over. They've got AK-47s on them. And I just thought, oh, dear. And, of course, they're not like military, like you see them at the airport with their fingers off the trigger and the thumb on the safety. He's just got his fingers on the trigger, gun at down waist height. He's looking in the back. The barrel is just pointing at me. And he asked me if I can speak Khmer. And I say to him in Khmer, I can't speak Khmer. So he immediately thinks you can speak Khmer. So then he's asking me questions. And I'm just thinking, yeah, any chance you can move that muzzle of that 1970s ex-Khmer Rouge AK-47? Because I'm getting the feeling a little bit of wind on that trigger and I'm going to have bullet holes in me. And there'll be no hospital. They wouldn't take you to hospital. They'd just dump you somewhere. So there you go. Right, let's have a look at some of these super chats. If I've missed them, I'll grab them back off of the bullet. The bullet. Hello, mate. Thanks for that. He says, but I cannot for the life of me find the horsewhip one, and it's doing my head in. Please, any idea which one it is? I think I've missed something from that. Carlson was complaining earlier that he didn't have any money or didn't have access to money, but he's found it. And I like his avatar. It looks like he looks like he wants me to know it. He's pissed that I don't stream regularly twice a day, but we'll talk about that. Stephen, thank you, Carlson, by the way, of course. Stephen, it is the Chris Dangerfield birthday special. Good to see you, man. Good to see you over in your natural environment as well. I thought I'd give it a pop. I thought it might be a bit cheeky at first because sitting here on my own and then suddenly going, oh, I've got some friends I know. Yeah, here we go, Bullet. Hey, boss, before you start, I've screen captured some of your videos for Mandom Fandom Prosperity, 33 so far. Keep them down. Keep them low. It's very kind of you, Mr. Bullet. Mr. Bullet. You're an archive fiend. You've got Mal Archive, as my mate Jax Derrida would say. Thank you, Mr. Bullet. Hello, Jess. Hello, Scory. I hope your foot's better now. Hello, John. Yeah, I bet he's buzzing, right? He's centre of attention again, isn't he? Hello, Shell. Dub Power. Hello, Steve. Hello, David. Hello, Mrs. Me in it. Your other half sent us a nice entropy. I'll put that link in there because it's better on entropy, but it's also in the description. Now, also in the description, and I'm gonna put it in the chat. If you want to donate, entropy is better, and the link is in the description. But I'm gonna put something else in the description because it's the link to my Substack. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do us a favor. This I'd appreciate it as a birthday present if you could just subscribe to it, because the more people subscribe to it, well, there's always the chance that you might read my stories, but also you get pushed to the front. And then if you get on the front page, it's obviously brilliant for you. So where the hell am I? What am I doing? I've forgotten how to do this. It's lovely to see you all, though. Hello, Dr. Jimmy. Pagan. Sean. Hello, Sean. Nora, I'm addicted to Jocko Willink's podcasts. I don't know if you watch them, but fuck me, you got some balls. Well, you haven't, but maybe, I don't know these days. I've lost it all. Yes, they are tonight. The birthday riser. It is most delightful. Hello, Dennis. How are you, Dennis? We haven't spoken for a while. Hello, Pete. Yeah, it feels a bit like that, doesn't it? Certainly does feel like that. Hello, Fionn. Mr. Kenwright. Carlson says, my bank asked me to prove who I was because I keep spending too much online. They temporarily blocked me. But it works now, thankfully. It's a bit of a double-edged sword, that, isn't it? I've been out in Thailand in desperate need of money. I won't tell you the story because it's brutal, but I needed to get hold of a good 5,000 English pounds and they wouldn't let me get it out of my account, and I had it in there, and I needed to pay off some officials, and I said to him, I said, it's all right, I've got it. I said, you'll get your money, take me to the ATM. When it just went, nah, an error has occurred. I was like, what? Started sweating, got the business card out. Drawing out of an ATM on a business card is awful thing to do. Put that in, no. Message on my phone, you need to contact your bank's fraud department immediately. Oh, give me a rest. I'm about to go to prison. I couldn't believe it. But then the other side of the coin is, if someone was to, kidnap you or whatever, and try and get money out, they wouldn't be able to. Although in my life, it's always me paying off the police. Whoops, let the cat out of the bag. Than it is being kidnapped. So I could do without it. We've got a Sufist on the firm. Nice to know. A whirling dervish. Happy birthday to you, my friend. Hello, Martha. Good day, Dangerfield. Happy birthday and cheers to many happy returns. Enjoy. Oh, you're enjoying them. Yeah, they're going really well. They're going really well. It's I'm very since I stopped doing YouTube for 4 hours a day and all the research and keeping up with internet politics that goes with it. I've written about 16 short stories. The novel is nearly finished. I've got about 12 pages left to edit. Really, all that Amazon thing will be happening soon. I've got about 8 podcasts and YouTube channels that I'm being interviewed on that I can use to publicize the novels. The Crack Diaries, 3 novellas, so you get it in 3 parts with 3 months in between each one. Lovely. All written, done. I haven't stopped writing, by which I mean I haven't slept ever. What's the horsewhip video called? Oh, with Cassandra and the strangling. You know what? It's not a story in itself, is it? It's just another video. I see what you're getting at now in the last one. It is. I don't think it's a. It's a video about when I accidentally killed a couple of people. But I don't know. I'll have a think and I'll have a little look round and I've got your email if I can remember. But it isn't a video which is just that story, you know. So it's not something like she liked horsewhips. So it was just a bit in a bigger video. So it's not so easy to find. So apologies. You've been getting the stories, Crosshatch. Good. Look, I'll put that link in here. Here. Ah, bollocks. I just saw it and now it's gone. Check the super chat before they vanish. I'm on them. I've done them all, haven't I? Meganesia Sean drops 100 ZAR. You in your birthday suit? Oh, wouldn't you? Well, you might find out later. This might be the real birthday special. Very funny areas. I've got about 12 pages left. I had to rewrite the first 50 pages. You imagine getting it back off your editor thinking, oh, I wonder if he loved it. I wonder if he thinks I'm a genius. Open it up. First comment in the margin. Rewrite the first 50 pages. Stroke. Awful. There you go. There you go. Hello, Illuminatus. You want to get on that Substack? There's a classic example. Get on that Substack, build up an audience, and then you can send them to your Amazon stuff. That's why I'm doing it. And also, if I'm doing 2 shorts a month, like the first one was 10,000 words, the second one was about 4,000. But in 6 months, I'll have 12 short stories. That's another book of shorts that I can put on Amazon. So not only am I practicing my craft, but I'm building an audience elsewhere and creating more material to put on Amazon. But look, here's the link. Thank you very much for the 100 ZAR, Magnesia. What a lovely name. Let me see if I missed out any. Packer, I missed out. Packer dropped a 5 spot. He said, it's a lovely party. Will there be jelly and ice cream? If you can run down your local shop and grab some and get back, yes. Or find someone in your house who's younger than you, a younger sibling, and torture them. And just say, it'll only stop when you go and get me a Solero. In Minecraft, I'm talking. Nice to hear from you, Packer. Done that one. Done Mrs. Me in it. Happy birthday, lovely guy. Missed you all and all the scrubs. Likewise. Ed from Queens is still on the old Doge, but we did have that one. Pete said he's opening the bidding, wishing the boss a very happy birthday, and we've done mouse cats. So that's all very kind of you. Very kind of you. Hello, Schrodinger's Gaffney. Good to see you. Very good to see you. If I miss, hello, Rusky. This vape, look at it's been dropped so many times. Look at all the sellotape, and sometimes I have to put elastic bands around it because I've got a tiled floor. You drop a vape out here. Look, watch this. Look, right, one vape there. Oh, look, there's another dead vape. Oh, hang on a minute. What's that? Another dead vape. And I'm only reaching over here. What's that? Another brand new, bought 2 weeks ago, dropped it, finished. Oh, what's that? Another little. I thought, fuck it, just get a cheap one. Dropped it, dead. And I could go to that drawer over there and just find. You know, I could probably recycle them and get 20 quid for the metal. I've already ordered a new one because when the elasticity of the sellotape gives in, which it does after about 4 hours because the unit gets hot, I have to put new sellotape on it, and it's so boring and just so what I'm going to do when the new one comes through is create some kind of cradle unit that then pins onto my desk. So when the old elbow goes bang, that's what happens really. I put it down on my desk, and then because it's quite dark when I work, I only have the monitor's light. I reach over and it just takes a tumble, but no, it's not. It's going to go and I'm going to look at it, defying gravity, going. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Right, where are we? I want to get hello, William Lavagna. Ed's dropped a bullseye. You should have entropied it, Ed. By the way, happy birthday. Mine was the 19th. Much wealth, health, and love. And yes, and to you, Ed. And I do read your emails. And you work at a 3-to-1. 3 of them I like to read, and then one of them you just clout me about and act like my father. I don't mean dead. I just want to go, all right. But against the 3 that are lovely, that geezer who was selling properties in Cambodia, he's not working anymore. Thanks for that bullseye though, Ed. That's much appreciated. And happy birthday to you for the 19th. Yeah, once you've given up smoking, real cigarettes taste absolutely disgusting. But I don't even have nicotine. This isn't even nicotine. I just really enjoy it. When I write, I used to write chain smoke. I'd like roll up, so they'd go out all the time anyway. But I can't write without something to deal with the stress of the act of creation. I don't know what just get a mech means, Robert. Nice to see you though, mate. Is a mech some kind of vape that like you can't break? Rusky suggests the man who convert. I can't, I can barely set up a stream, Rusky, let alone print a holster. A holster, though, a man who that's that. Can you imagine my girlfriend just coming round, and I'm standing there, and I'm not naked, by the way. I might as well be though from that shot. I'm standing there, and I have a vape, and then I just put it in holster, or I have it one of those shoulder strap ones. I just tuck it in there. Nah, she dries up instantly. It's like there's never going in there again. That her female hood, that's disgusting. Seals up forever when a man's got a vape holster. Good Lord, no. I mean, I appreciate you. Hello, Boonhem. Nice to see you. I follow a lot of YouTubers, and I think Chris's circle are a lot more loyal. It sucks he's still leaving. Listen. Here's the big announcement. I'll do the odd stream, like this one. You know, maybe one a month, or maybe one every 2 months, or maybe I might do 2 a week, 1 week. I won't close the channel down. John Francis was 30 last month. 30 was my worst, actually, of all my birthdays. I'm not 50, by the way. I'm 49. I'm still in my 40s. But I will do the odd stream. I'm not gonna cut it. But I was in a very bad place at the time. And it just felt I just needed some time to myself, and so and in truth, you know, since yeah, exactly that, Rusky. Hello, selling England by the pound. Good to see you. Hello, Kajetil Olstad. Over the moon. Good. Hello, JD Solway. How are you, mate? Colonel Custard's chuffed. Jess is chuffed. David JC called it. Willow Wook is chuffed. Ipso Facto's happy. Well, this is all right then. It went all right then. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping much though, but I have been writing a lot, and I love it. I do love getting written work done. Let me check my entropies. I do like getting written work done, and I've got so much done, and that's what I want to do. So, you know. Cambodia's fine. Cambodia's fine. They, you know, they enforce their laws slightly differently, but people are all right. People out here are all right. Life is a balance, Sean. See you later, trees. Thank you very much. It's weird. Every time someone says happy birthday to me, I feel like my initial response, my sort of, well, you know, without thinking, I want to say, yeah, happy birthday to you too, which I might do. Hello, Nicola. Nice to see you. Well, hello, Patrick. We didn't have we had nothing. We had for the whole time that England, and it's because that's what I've been focusing on, has had like a year of it. We had nothing. And then about a month ago, like I say, a boat arrived, and it brought about 300 people from a different country, and like 3/4 of them had it. And they strolled it into Cambodia, and now it's curfews and lockdowns and whippings, and you hear the odd popping of the AKs going off in the distance sometimes. Well, I can't say too much about what goes on here because I'm a guest in this country and it's a privilege to be here, but there's you know, there's ways around things. Foot Golf's coming home. Hello, mate. Nice to see you. Wants to know if any scrubs live in Blackburn. You've got to wonder why I'd want to know that. Maybe there's a foot golf. Thanks, then. There you go. You've also got to get yourself down to Phnom Penh as well. Say hello. Yeah, do you know what I mean? No, it's up to you. It's up to you. It seems a bit, dare I say, grifty for me to say stay members. Like if I don't do a stream for 2 months and you've paid out like 10 quid, it's a bit, you know, I'd leave it up to you, but you know. Jimmy from Philly Wiped says it's for the grift. Got a Dangerfield shirt, wear it at work. Well, I had to shut down the merch. So anyone who's got merch, they're all limited editions. That's it. They're gone. Because I got in trouble with the payment processor. Nothing political. Just the fact that I'd moved addresses like 8 times since I set it up. And they were like, where do you live? And I was like, so the merch store's gone. I mean, it's still there, but you can't buy anything. So that shirt, I think I sold about 50 of the t-shirts in the end. Nah, a few more than that, maybe about 70 or something. Loads of mugs. A few sweatshirts, loads of baby grows. I think people thought it's a good influence. Imagine when the baby grows up and, you know, here's a picture of you when you were 3 months old. What's that? What's that logo thing? Yeah. Yeah, there's a long story there. But thank you from Jimmy from Philly Wiped. I don't know what that means. I feel somewhat peculiar. Grim FPV, look at that. I just said about that and he done that. That was very kind of you, by the way, from Philly Wipe. Thanks for the donation. Thank you, Grim, for joining. That's a lovely, what's the word, gesture. Where's SB? I can see people talking to Sarah. Hello, Tito. You all right, son? Nice to see you. Hello, Mark. Yeah, I'm sitting in on my Jack Jones. It is now officially my birthday. I'm 50 minutes in, but my girlfriend reckons she's gonna. I missed the super chat. It will be over on here then. Hang on. Whose did I miss? Was it 42? Dropped a fiver. He's okay. I would like to say a belated happy birthday to Emma G. I would like to put a belated happy birthday out to Emma G. So sorry about that. That's from 42. Oh, God. Hang on a minute. Kim dropped another 20 knock and said, congrats, Chris. Please don't delete your videos. I won't. But hang on a minute. Hang on. Nicola's pregnant. Nicola R is pregnant. Fuck me. Nicola, that is what it's all about. You have just done what it's all about. It's amazing. You could have told me earlier. Now I've got to explain it to my girlfriend, but you know. Congratulations, my love. That's brilliant. What a gift. What a gift to have a child. There'll be hard times. You don't get the good times. You don't get the rough without the smooth without the rough. But a child, your own child, that you can nurture and you can teach. Amazing, amazing. Congratulations. I'm almost shedding tears here. There you go. That's that one. Belated birthday to Emma G. Apologies about missing that one the first time, 42. I think Sense and Communion dropped a tenner into entropy, and he said, "Happy birthday, shit cunt." A story well remembered. Hope you're doing well, mate. All the best, and you, Sensum. Well, it's funny you should say that, actually, Sensum, because I get, out of all the emails I got, about 90% of them, 90% of Scrub's emails I got were like, I'm gutted, I don't know what I'm going to do with half my day now, or you know, all night, really nice. But I tell you what, and this is just humans. About 10% of them, and they will not be named because what's the point? But people who are really nice, you know, good, kind-hearted Scrubs, fucking brutal. Just really not happy. Oh, I'm sorry. I only done it for 5 years. I only streamed twice a day for nearly a year. I'm sorry for not putting enough effort in. Fucking hell. I understand that some people get upset and that turns to anger. You know, there's the 5 stages of mourning, and acceptance is at the end of them. But shocking. Some of them were shocking. I just thought, wow. Wow. Hello, Rose. Rose English. There she is. Look. Picture of her in her avatar. I hope you're doing well, Rose. Willow Wookie. Still blows my mind how he triangulated my cologne. Although my missus prefers the Mandom. When we go out to well, we haven't done for a long time, but when we used to go out to a bar or a restaurant, I'd pick up me or the Mandom and go, which one? Every time she'd say the Mandom. I think she didn't like people coming up to me asking me what the other one was, which they always do. They always do. And frequently women. My missus would come back from the toilet and there'd be some bird asking me what I smell of. Yeah, she didn't like that. Yep, I did forget the 6th stage. But I saw a movie about it. I think it was a documentary and it didn't turn out well. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. No, Dettol. No, I'm telling you, it was weird. It was weird. I sort of recognised the name and I thought, oh, that's it. I'd open it and they'd just be like, this won't be a very long email. I ain't wasting any more time on you. Go on, fuck off. That was it. Things like that. It's weird, isn't it? All here. We've got a little party going over there in Twitch. 6 of the bleeders. Oh, well, I think so. Well, look, I think in fairness, we must have got 20, 30 people, if not clean, certainly to moderate their using or drinking or start tapering. And I did try and give out a lot of advice, usually around drugs and things, but drug substance abuse advice is usually advice about how you see yourself and acceptance and self-esteem and things like that. So I can understand that people would, identify with that, but I think what happens is they over identify with it, and the problem with that is when you leave, there's a sort of a bitterness that somehow you've let them down. And I'm only a bloke on the internet who never quite understands how he gets through another hour, but he does. Hello, Dave Thompson. Hope you're all right, Dave. Hope you're all right, mate. Hello, Neil. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. I used to have boomerangs as a kid. Went to a county fair in Diss in Norfolk, and there was a boomerang stall, and they said boomerang demonstration 2:00, and I was like, Dad, can we go? And so at 2:00 we got there, and there was no one else. No one else wanted to go, so it was the demonstrator, kosher Aussie, like he was a real Australian, an Antipodean brother. And he had like 4 or 5 different shaped boomerangs. I mean, they're all the basic curve, but they're shaved at different angles, and they're, and it was amazing. It was just me. So he was just giving me the full show and just going, like, we can get 2 loops out of this one. Poof, and it just went. And then he caught a few. He didn't catch as many as I'd liked him to. I'd have preferred. He said you need a pretty still wind to be catching them, but they'd be landing within like 3 or 4 meters of him, which is still impressive. And then after the demonstration, we got back to his little tent, and obviously the idea is then you buy some. And he's got all these lovely, they're wooden, some stained, all varnished. And they were a bit pricey. And I knew they were a bit out of my old man's pocket. And while me and my dad were sort of there, and it was one of those weird working class things where my dad was sort of like, he was going, look, maybe we could just get one, like it was like £4 and it was shit, and it was like a toy, not a real boomerang. And the bloke, check this out, the bloke whose stall it was, he went, listen, he said to my old man, he said, are you any good at woodwork? And my old man was brilliant at woodwork. He had all the tools, he had the lot, he had all those lovely little planes, and he knew what he was doing. He went, yeah, he said, I can shave a boomerang if you show me what to do. And the bloke come out the back of his little tent with 5 blanks, all different shapes, but just blanks. So they weren't all shaven. They were just plywood sort of thing, but cut into shapes. And he got out a bit of paper, and he drew on them all the bits you had to shave down. And he'd done them for, I think he gave them to me old man for £1 or something. And got home and called someone like, Dad. Next day up the shed. Bit of stain, bring the colour out, let that dry, a bit of varnish, and stain and varnish dry. And it was like 2 days, was like a decade to me as a child. But when they were ready, we've gone up Eskiff Park. Ah, brilliant. Broke them all in about it was a sad ending, but when you're not very good at it, I mean, I caught a couple, and I got a couple come back to me, but sometimes they hit the road, and once you hit the road, Jack, it's it's problematic. Oh, I think we've got some more donations. This is all very kind of you people. I mean, I haven't streamed for God knows how long. I told you I was jacking it in. Mrs. Me in it dropped a bullseye. Entropy didn't work. I forgot my login. Duh. I am crazy as a plastic snake lately. Did I tell you it come back? Did I tell you it came back? The snake came back. It went and it came back. Anyway, thank you for your kindness. Have a good one. Maybe get some after 8 mints. Hang on. Maybe get some after 8 mints. You may be allowed out in Cambo. Months? Thanks for the bullseye. Exceptionally generous, but 8 mints. I don't I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. So, but thank you very much, and I, you know how I feel about what you're going through. So, the wheel turns, my love, and you've got each other there, and you're both brilliant. You've both been very kind to me, and you've both been very supportive of me as well. Thank you. Hello, Batch. Good Lord. You talking about boomerangs? Oh, I see what you've done. That's disgusting. Right, hang on. Jimmy from Philly Wiped is back. So I've been tripping weekly for 2 years now. What an opener. Fucking hell. I was like that as an art student. We would trip in 2 or 3 times a week. Thank the Lord I stopped. But anyway, much happier. I was smoking meth for the hallucinations. Well, the meth hallucinations tend to come from the lack of sleep. So I got a little channel and someone said I reminded him of you. So here I am. All right, I'll have a look. But maybe leave that acid alone. There comes a time when you got to put it down and be an adult. You don't want to hear that at all, do you? You're angry that I said that, but it's great fun though, acid. Fuck me. Well, but there's a time and a place for it, and it was for me when I was a lot younger. But if it's a choice between meth and acid, it's a step up for sure. Thank you for the donation, Jimmy. I'll check your channel out for sure. Rags wants that like button smashed. Willow Wookie drops a 10 spot. Nice to see you again and happy birthday. You're catching me up. Oh, you'll always be older. I remember I had to do an IQ test once, and it was a really weird question. Thank you, Willow, for that tenner. It was a really weird question, and it was something like, Sharon is 24 and her brother is 6. When will Sharon be exactly twice as old as her brother? Nah, that's where my IQ tests fail on those maths ones. All the rest of them, I'm pretty good at them. I've scored I've scored morale. 1 second. Oh, hang on. I'll have some water. I've scored some morale-giving high scores on IQ tests, but those ones... I had a girlfriend once, and she said to me, what's it like to be stupid? Now, there were plenty of options. There were plenty of options to that question I could have said. But I said to her, you don't know. You don't know you're stupid. Because you don't know what you don't know. But when those IQ tests come along and it says things like that, and I think, surely I should be able to get this. And I just look at it and I can't, and that's what it feels like. That might just be arrogance. So you can't be good at everything. And anyway, 4 a.m. Eternal. Hello, mate. He says, give us a birthday hit. I can't. Because everyone just gets on it and it spreads like wildfire. And then I've lost me. The truth is, I already have. Because Willow Wookie worked it out. He went back over previous videos. He got his cologne map out. He got his sextant out. Sextant. He was working things out. He had a map on his wall with pins and bits of strings. And he went, bosh. And I thought, you bastard. Thank you for the donation, but let me read it anyway. Thing to remember with haters, people. A thing to remember with haters, people have not heroes, so we end up hero worshipping YouTubers. It's why we hate when we find out they're just human. Yeah, it's that sense of bitterness. And this was one of the other reasons I gave up regular YouTubing, because I'm performing. You know, I can't. When I've got a mate here, we don't talk like this. I don't talk like this to my mates. I'm performing, because otherwise you wouldn't watch it. If I was like I am in conversation, you'd be like, wow, this is dry. I'm dull as fuck in real life. And the thing is, I'm done with performing. I've sort of had enough of it. It's all about the writing. My 50s are going to be my writing years where it all comes together. Fucking better be, because by the time I'm 60s, I'd have blown it. Hello, Ollie Oliver. Yeah, meth's a terrible drug. Absolute scuzz. Hello, Jared. I don't know. I've kind of forgotten how to do the basics, but well, no, what I meant to say is we've got the basics. Schrodinger's Gaffney made one in woodwork at school and it actually worked. What, your boomerang? Yeah, they're quite simple, aren't they? You've got your curve, and then you have to have a sanded down on, say your right side inside, and then sanded down on your left side outside, or vice versa. Viva voce. But well done for making it working. Did you have something to like a template or anything, or did you just I haven't seen her in about 4 weeks, so I haven't been able to I think I might be firing blanks, which is going to be the saddest story ever, because all the damage I've done to my body. If I'm firing blanks, I'm leaving her. I'm not gonna condemn that poor girl to a life without children. And what a terrible day that'll be when I get a note back from the doctor that says, yeah, you ain't got yeah. There's 1 or 2 in there, but they don't know what direction they're going in. They tend to sit around chatting most of the time. And then I'll pack my bags that day and I'll be off ski. But Patrick, if anything does happen, don't worry, you'll know about it. Can you all go and subscribe, please, to my newsletter? I've had some very good reviews. And if you like them, even if you don't like them, give them a like and leave a comment. You'll be really helping me. That'll be the best birthday present I've had in a long time. That's the address there. It's in the chat. I'll put it in the chat. But there goes the vape. No, it won't work. Oh, we're all right. You can just go there, give us a sub. I mean, it's doing all right. My first one had something like 1,800 people read it. Yes. Hello, Yes. Yes is working, but wanted to say happy birthday. Thank you, Yes. Nice to see you. And I see a lot of you there. I obviously recognise a lot of your names, leaving some very nice reviews, which meant the world to me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, Mr. Rage. Yeah, likewise. I mean, look, I'd have been on my own for the start of my birthday. So I miss you people. Of course I do. There's no way you can stream 2 hours a day to people you don't get on with. That's work. That's real. No way. You people made it. You people. Hello, Lomax. Hello, Charlie Sparkles. Hello, my stepdad's not mean. Oh, excuse me. See you later, Mr. Custard. Oh, you've had all 3 of them. Well, it's 1 in 2 parts, wasn't it? Because I just couldn't stop writing. Thank you, Andrew. That's lovely. Can we have a minute or so for the most delightfuls and the lurkers? Anyone who just wants to say hello, who doesn't usually say hello? Thank you, Garlic Gorilla. Says I helped immensely with the psychoanalytical stuff. Good. That's the plan. Hello, LC350. Well, she can't get one. So she can't get one because all the cake shops are closed. But I've got a little surprise for her. After this stream, I'm going to make one because I've been baking. I've learned how to make a cake. And I'm going to make us a nice little strawberry cake. So when she comes here, I'll go, oh, it'll only be a little tiny thing. It won't be all fancy with piped cream on it or anything, but symbolic. It'll be symbolic. So here come the lurkers. Always nice to see them. Hack 61, you cheeky bleeder. Hello, mate. Nice to see you. I missed a super chat from Ted, and Ted said, "Hi, Chris. I very much miss your streams. Didn't want to email you straight away as I knew you'd be inundated. But I'll drop you one soon, brother. Much love." Nice one, Ted. Jimmy from Philly said, "What the fuck are your books? I found one and SD. It was out of print. Yeah, it's crap. I wrote it about 50 years ago. I wouldn't worry about that one. I haven't published anything for like 20 years. But I've got about 3 books of shorts and a novel that are all nearly finished. It's amazing. Because I've got a day job and I was doing so much YouTubing, I just haven't been able to write anything for the last 5 years. Since I stopped YouTubing, I've probably written more than I have in the last 5 years. No, that was my fault, Pete. I didn't have it. When you went to that link I just give you, did it have a bit that's a button that said subscribe? Yeah, that's my fault. I didn't know what I was doing. Me and Bradley Yellop, he's also got a good Substack over there that he's got a couple of good things on. We didn't really know what we were doing, so you know. Hello, Brian. Nice to see you. He says, "Happy birthday. Have a pint on me. I've got a female friend who who has said we will be social media friends only because I won't get the jib jab. Oh my God. So you've got a friend who will not see you physically because you won't get the old spike. You won't get the old David Icke. Good Lord. Well, why don't you say to her, I'll tell you what, why don't we just fuck it off completely? Hello, Eunice. Ted semi-lurking. Hello, Lee. You're hardly a lurker, 42. Hello, Epix X. That was harder to say than you think. Yeah, it's weird how it works. I mean, this channel was, after I stopped making videos, this channel was always about community. It was always about talking. You know, I see people streaming and people the donations are just a constant stream, 40, 50, 100, 20, 40, and they don't engage with any of them at all. And I'm not judging that if that's what you want to do, but this was always about a community. There you go, and you're belated. Good Lord. Bloody avatars like that. I ain't seen my girlfriend in 4 weeks. Steady, love. Belated birthday. Hello, King Corona. Back at you, my friend. It won't be one every 2 weeks. I can't say that. I'm all right, Lee. I've been writing a lot, and that's the main thing. That for me is what's important. Well, Jeff, out here, I'm hoping when I get to that part of the queue, I'm hoping I can push a few dollars across the table and get me, you know, I've got to be careful. Problem is with that, Mouse Cat, you've got a network with street crack dealers. And when I go back to them and say, did you get rid of those 20 books? Have you got that $200? And they say, what? Fuck off. Don't worry, I've got marketing plans akimbo. You all know about it. Hello, Aramas. Likewise. Oh, there. Hello, darling. I've seen people talking to you, but I haven't seen you. Nice to see you, my love. We had a nice little chat on the old Skype, didn't we? Well, this is how I like to think, Rob. I mean, it works best, especially when used incorrectly, like in that last example. Hey, Toothfro's turned up. Happy birthday, Chris. I won't go into it, but something you said in the last 10 minutes is the first time anyone has validated a personal opinion I've held for 20 years. Thank you. All right, nice one. That's what Jeffrey Sharla was like for me when I was going through all my rehabs, and you've got a disease, and then I discovered this book, Addiction is a Choice, and I read it, and it was like, this is what I've been telling everyone, and he outlined it all so well, and I had him on my channel, and he wants to come back on again, and I will get him on, but he's a fucking lion, that bloke. I don't think he'll mind me telling you, but he's very sick at the moment. He's got something one of the serious ones. It's not my place to tell you, but he's having to have some very heavy treatment. But, you know, I write to him and ask how he is, and anyone else would be sort of sitting there, oh, I'm going to die. And he's like, it'll be great to get back on your show again. I've got 3 weeks off of the treatment in June, so maybe we could do it then. And I've attached an article that you should read before we do it. I'm like, go on, Jeff. Oi, there you go. Look at your new avatar. Methinks you've got someone on your horizon. No, we've emailed. So yes was the actual answer. We have emailed, but the time difference. He's probably missed this one. But I write to him occasionally. I'll ping him off an email tonight, actually. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you very much. Nice little cake. It's a nice gesture. Hack61 dropped a tenner into entropy. Said happy birthday, you old git. Which is always nice. Hello, Barks. Yeah, yes, yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. And to be able to meet your hero, you know, I read that book and then if you remember the interview, you remember that he's also totally unconvinced with psychiatry as well. It's just a nonsense. And I've been getting right into that as well. And what's the book that he sent me by his by his mentor? I say that because I like to think that he's my mentor now. But there's one of his books and it's brilliant. The title of it says it all. The Myth of Mental Illness. These are books from his mentor, a bloke called Thomas Saz. The Myth of Mental Illness, The Manufacture of Madness. That's the one that Sharla sent me to read before he comes on. The Manufacture of Madness. Check this one out. Psychiatry, the Science of Lies. It's brilliant. And they just go on. He wrote a book, Our Right to Drugs. But it's a you know, we've been through it before. We've been through the stuff that has done our kids in at school with all this ADHD and all that, and we know what a mess it is. I'm asking for a friend. Can you describe a scrub in no more than 10 words? Nah, can't be done. You're asking far too much. Because a scrub is not a thing. Do you understand? It's counter-existent. So it's like you asking me to think of a new color. I'll leave that there. Nicola, if you weren't nervous about having a baby, there'd be something seriously wrong with you. So roll with that. I can give you some advice as a man, weirdly enough. Women have been popping out babies for millennia. In some countries, I've seen it out here, they do it behind up an alley. They just give birth with their husband there to chop the thing. And then they dunk the baby in a bowl of water. Jobs are good. And so, you know, I wouldn't worry yourself about it too much. There's an industry. There's a whole industry built around the fear of giving birth. Remove the industry, remove the fear. Eric Pug says, I thought Chris was going to break into a Scrubs song to the tune, I am the very model of a modern Major General. Well, there you go, Rob. Correctly used as well, which is quite something. Amazing. Johnny Dip drops a tenner into entropy. Here you go then. I guess SMH. I don't know what that one means. I don't know what any of them means. Oh, and happy birthday. What? I am putting on a little bit of weight and all, I tell you. I was 86 when I measured myself the other day. I've been 80 since I was about 25. 6 kilos? Good Lord. So I do I don't know. Okay, shakes my head, thank you. But the thing is, I've been told before because I've said it before and then I forget and then all that. Mike Edwards says, have you tried ayahuasca? Or I know loads of people who've tried it. Yes. If you're trying it to cure something, don't. If you want to go out to Brazil and have a load of shaman take a load of money off you and make up loads of stuff just for the funny Westerner, while you're sitting there puking your guts up, maybe. I mean, maybe that's your thing. But the people I know who do it and who have done it, they're all hippies. They just come back and I go, what did you get out of it? And they really say things like, I've got the Aztec gene. That's an actual direct quote. I said, how much did this one cost you? He said, well, including the flight and the ceremony. And I was just, and the ceremony, he said about $3,000. And I went, and what did you get out of it? And I shit you not, with a completely, absolutely sincere, he said, I've got the Aztec gene. And I said to him with an equally serious face, no, you haven't. So nice waste of $3,000. I mean, you know, what do you want out of it? What do you want? Why do you want to do it? Would be my first question. And look, this isn't a judgment either. You know, if you want to do it, if you're excited about it, if it is something that you want to do, that's you know, more power to you. But if you're looking for it to treat something, I'd suggest there's probably better ways. I think they're having us off. I think they're having us right over. I think all that Brazilian jungle bullshit, that's not our culture. That isn't our culture. You can't sing in foreign languages and bang your little drums to someone who grew up in Dagenham. Doesn't mean anything to me. And then blow tobacco smoke over me and all that shit. I mean, I grew up in an urban area. Our version of that, it would be like getting one of those shaman who only were when the bloke up the next village said, "Oh, I tell you, Manuel, they give you so much money, you just give them the fucking drug and dance for 20 minutes and they love it." Suddenly he's a shaman. It would be like getting him and bringing him to London and giving him a couple of purple oms and go, "Come on, let's go down the French house." I got a bit ranty there, but I did also get in there that if it's something you want to do, just all I would say was think about it. Maybe write a list. What do you want out of it? What do you expect? Why are you doing it? You know, it can be fucking hideous. I've had enough DMT to know that when it goes wrong, yeah, you know about it. Yeah, can certainly do that. There you go, Zen. It doesn't even solve an individual problems. And I've just saw a couple of people say about iboga. Yeah, I had all the tests, and I had the iboga hydrochloride, and I had the Tabanafe iboga. I had 2 nurses booked in to do shifts, and then 2 of my mates died on it. And I was like, yeah, there's better ways of getting off heroin than dying. I mean, admittedly, they're not using smack anymore, but they're dead. So David Icke done it. He'll probably end up doing it himself. He's that kind of guy. Anyway, hello, Hans. Exactly that. That was exactly what I was just. That was the point I was just making, because that's where it has. That's a relative context. It deconstructs your meaning, your environment, your history. In the middle of the fucking jungle, it's just drug tourism. Albert Ross is here. Nice to see you, Albert. I'm sure I used to have a pair of Aztec jeans. Well, one of them lives just up the road from my mother. Mike says it's grand to go to Amsterdam for 3 days. It's a grand to go to Amsterdam. So you're not even getting the full bit. You're getting the proper pantomime. You're getting a couple of white geezers with dreadlocks. You'll be sitting there going, "Wah!" There's about an hour and a half of puking to the point where your ribs hurt, right? And there'll be a couple of blokes with dreadlocks, with joss sticks and chain smoking bifters, just walking around you going, putting on Osric Tentacles. You'll be going, turn that fucking music off. Cure for anxiety and depression. Nah. I'll tell you what I'd say. Check out Eckhart Tolle. And I mean that. Check out Eckhart Tolle. I put him up there with the Buddha and Jesus. And I mean that. Couple of fucking hippies in Amsterdam. I bet it's that same bird who's doing the iboga out there as well. Taking people to hospital every other week. I got another one seizing. Maybe you should stop giving them iboga. Yeah, but they give me £500 a pop. Yes, I agree with you there. The drums of Dartford. Epic X Presents drops $4.99. Says, good to see your mug on the TV again. You're looking well with your time off YouTube. Best thing you did for yourself. Keep well, my friend. Yeah, and of course the writing. I've been writing like a beagle, which has been wonderful because that's what makes me the happiest. You know, I never made any decisions with YouTube, and that goes against my whole heuristic. I just let it morph and morph and morph and morph, which can sometimes work, but it can sometimes work and not work. It can be a pharmacon, it can be both the remedy and the cure. And that's what had happened. You know, it was wrecking me. My girlfriend got no time with me. I was so tired for work. You know, I'm not going to be able to retire on YouTube. I need to work. I need to keep that business going. I'm still laughing at the drums of Dom. Patrick, what I will say though, I'll give him credit. Go to YouTube, find their latest album, which I can't remember what it's called, but you'll know by the dates. And there's a song on there called something like The Laughing Bowl or the Smiling Bowl or something like that. One track, worth a listen. I was actually thinking it reminded me of being at Glastonbury when I used to be into that sort of stuff, you know, 5 microdots down, going, fucking hell. But just that one track. And when I played it to a mate a bit later, he was going, and I went, yeah, it ain't all that, is it? But give it a listen. The Smiling Bowl or the Laughing Bowl. It's about track 9 on there. An album from about 5 years ago. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Thank you very much, Mass Creation Broadcast. See you later, John. Take care, mate. Yeah, but I'm thinking, to be honest with you, I'm looking at it like this, Andrew. If I have a family with this girl, she's 22. If I have a family with her and I cark it, I won't be able to sleep if I have kids with her and I haven't got something in the future. Because if I cark it, how's she going to live? There's no welfare out here. And she lived on she rung me up earlier crying her eyes out because there was a thunderstorm and she's scared of the rain, especially when it's thunder. And because round here bits of metal, like big sheets of metal, were flying around, so it's really out of character for this time of year. And when she first rung me up crying when it was thunderstorming about 2 years ago, I was like, what's the problem? It's only fucking rain. But when I found out a bit more about her life, and between the ages of 2 and 6, her and her mum and her 4 sisters lived on the streets. And when there's a thunderstorm, you lose everything you own because you're only living under a sheet that's tied to a few things. And most of it gets wet and wrecked. And so she's got trauma around it. And so I wanna, that's why I'm writing so much, and that's why I'll make that work as well. And I need to make sure my business works so that if I cark it, and when I cark it, because it will happen, even if I get another 20 years, you know, she'll be like 40 What's she going to do? What's she going to do for work? It would be nice for her to inherit a business that she can sell. Or something like that. Or I can sell it before then and then just chuck the money into an investment or something. I'm thinking about her, basically. Mrs. Me in it. My dad was 52 when I was born. I'd not change his life or mine for the world. I'm here though through their love. Yeah, I've my NA sponsor. I don't really do NA, but he's still there for me when I'm struggling around that sort of thing. And he had a son when he was 52. And I said to him, how's it been? And he said, it's the best thing that has ever happened to me. And they go on boating holidays. They've been parachuting together. And he said to me, just do it. And you know, the truth is, here's the truth. She wants a family. She wants 4 or 5 kids. But the truth is, if I don't have children, it's a waste. I'm not a man. That's not an adult male. If you haven't had children, you're not an adult male. You're just a child trapped in an adult body. I want to have some responsibility, because once you've got responsibility in your life, it makes the struggle worth it. I don't want to get old and knackered and go through all of that for nothing. And she's lovely. She's an absolute love. And to be given a second chance, which I have, I've been given about 7 chances, to be fair. So the amount of times I should have died, and I'm not being dramatic, some of the things I've done that should have killed me, that I fuck knows how I got out of them. You know, my life has settled down a lot now, and I'm in a position where I can have a family, and I'm going to do it unless I'm shooting blanks, and then I won't be doing it. Don't rush it though, Jess, because rushing it will mean you'll blind yourself to the man. And part of having that family is giving those children a decent father. Good work, man. I think that's a very respectable thing. I think that takes real balls, actually, to bring up children that aren't yours. I think that takes real strength. Yeah, I didn't say that, but did I say anything about... Don't take it so personally, mate. Weirdly, I was talking about myself, but you know. No, for sure. How are you getting on those? I won't go into any details, but you had a bit of trouble. I like the sound of that, Philip. That sounds like a... Drunk too much, shagged too much, fought too much, had cancer, survived, had children, travelled. Well, if you take the children out of that, it's like you've done it. You've done it, but you've done it all in a weird order. But good luck to you. Yeah, and you're going to have problems, but so do biological parents. I've heard people say, "Oh, you adopt or you take on a woman with kids, oh, you'll have problems." Oh, really? Because at my house, we were two biological kids. Oh, it was, it was like an holiday. Yeah. Yes. You're doing all right, though, mate. You told me you're doing all right. Jimmy, read my thing, read my Substack. The first is one, but it's in two parts. I'll put the link in the. It's called One Bits of Rehab. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Look, go there and read Bits of Rehab, part one and part two. Took you through the steps in 2 weeks. Fucking hell. Well, I was living in Soho when I got my 4 years clean. But then I went on holiday to Thailand and thought, fuck it. That's not actually what happened. But go over there. If you want to give me a birthday present, go and subscribe there. You'll like them. They're funny. Thank you, Jimmy, for that other $5. Let me check my entropy. No, we're all good. We're all good. Oh, watch out, people. The boy Kane is getting poetic on us. Make sure you're sitting down before you read it, because it's going to take all sorts of God knows. Well, of course. Oh, Sarah, she's got about 1,000. She's just. You're only about 25 yourself. I don't know how you've managed it. That was a lovely chat with you, Sarah. I really enjoyed it. I was a bit gutted that you went when you did. Yeah, Pete, I tried to get that across. That there wasn't a story. I don't really write stories, but yeah, they're down there. It's down there with prison and mental hospitals. It's fucking bullshit. They pick on you. They hate you. They don't like you. And they couldn't do that to me. I was earning more money than most of them. Trying to tell me how fucked my life is. And I was like, well, you're a volunteer in a rehab. How well's your life going? I had 2 degrees and a business by the time I was your age. No, but what you can do, you can get one of those programs on the internet that will read it for you, and you can select what voice you want. Someone else done it. Someone else in the comments. Oh yeah, people, if when you do read my Substacks, leave a comment, will you? It just helps. But you got one of those programs, and you copy and paste it into that program, and it's not, it's not 1998 anymore. It doesn't sort of go, hello, welcome to the story. Today I went down the store. It's just like someone going, hi. And you can pick different ones. But Pete, I'm sure you already told me you read the rehab ones, and that comment suggests it. What a turnout that quads lark was. Because that's a true story. The whole thing is, when he was telling me about it, and then he went, come here, and we've gone out there. There's a picture of I won't tell you who they were, but celebrities who are patrons of the place. And then another one. And they're very, they're A-listers. and then the quads formed with the names were changed, but it was signed off by him, and he's in the fucking rehab. I could not believe it. We even got taken into the headmaster's office, so to speak. He was a good guy, actually, the boss of that place. He really was. He's the bloke who's still my sponsor that I referred to. And he said to me, all right, he said, I get what's happened here. He went, of all the people you told Dangerfield, he said, listen, he said, if that gets out, it's going to undermine the authority of this treatment, and we are trying to help people. He said, please don't spread it about. A couple of days later, I've gone in, it's not on the wall anymore. Just some raw plugs. Little bullet. Did you ever find out where the white suit came from in the sellotape and meth days? Good Lord, where do you get these questions come from? The white suit that I had made in Patong. No, just had it made. I fuck knows where I went. I didn't know what happened for that whole anywhere between 3 days and 4 weeks. Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, because the sellotape up the arse. No, I just had it made. But when you're chugging the meth like I was, I also had a blue cravat made. Fucking blue cravat and a white linen suit. And cigars. There's a pack of cigars and a few stubs in an ashtray. No, it was bespoke though. It probably fitted when they made it, but when I went back for him to do the fitting, I'd lost about 10 kilos on the meth, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know what's happened." I was going, "It's all right. I'll put the weight back on. I've been doing a lot of swimming." Eyes popping out my head, shit coming out my nose. No, but they're the people that supplied it to me. They supplied me the iboga hydrochloride and the tabernacle iboga, and they're cheeky bastards because they don't tell you until you've paid for it what you do. All it does is gives you all ibogaine does is puts you on the most hideous 3-day psychedelic trip. It's one of the worst out there. You know, it's puking, it's terrifying, and that will get you through the first 4 days of the acute phase of the normal heroin detox. And so when you come out the other end of it, you're so fucking glad to be alive, but you're still withdrawing for another 3 or 4 weeks. And also what's happening is, you know, they're sending kids to these places who've got one bag of brown on the foil a day habit. I mean, you can rattle that with a couple of yogurts. You know, it's a bag a day habit. It's nothing, is it? Nice one, Philip. I'm glad you people have been reading them. There'll be another 2 this month. There'll be another 2. I've already got them. I've already got them. Sort of. I know what they're going to be about. I've got a big list of shorts, so I know what they're going to be about, and you're going to like them. If you enjoyed those 2, you're going to like them. One bloke wrote to me and went, "You're an idiot. You shouldn't have written your first story about rehabs. People are going to think that's all you write about now." Oh, right. So my whole adult life has been about addiction, and you want me not to write about it because people think I might write about it again. I will be writing about it again. It's mainly what I write about. What a peculiar thing to say. Oh, sorry, mate. Next, I'll do a sci-fi piece. Do I have guest writers? I don't know what that means. What, on Substack? Just get a Substack. It's free. You can just go and set yourself one up and just write and publish your own stories. Yeah, it's peculiar. The weird thing is, this geezer, I quite like him. We could be friends, right? But he'll do 3 emails where we're bonding, and I think we could be mates. And I nearly put him onto my editor once. I'm fucking glad I didn't. He's probably watching this. And I think we could nearly be mates. And then he just comes out with something where he's like psychic, telling me about my novel that he hasn't even read. And I just think, no, you've blown it now. And he's blown it one too many times. I won't be answering any more of his emails. I can do without toxic people who think they know more about my life than I do. It's bullshit. Yeah, just go to Substack. It's great. It's good. You know, luckily, I've done 10 years stand-up in England, and I've done 5 years YouTube. And I will be doing a lot of podcasts and going on other people's YouTube channels to promote my Substack and promote my Amazon stuff. So that's where you'll have a problem. Like Bradley set one up. Bradley Yellop, he's a scrub, and he hasn't had anywhere near as many reads as me. And that's just because he hasn't built up an audience. So that will be a problem. But write something fantastic. The people at Substack, they read them, and they recommend pieces. And if you get recommended, you might get 5,000 people read your thing, and then half of them might subscribe, and then bang, you're off. And the other beauty of Substack is, because you're writing short stories, if you do say you do one a month, in a year you've got 12 short stories. Stick them in a book, stick a cover on it, publish it on Amazon. You've got a book of short stories. Hello, Jason. No, I know that's happening. I've already talked to Chris. We're going to go back on there. Yeah, don't waste your time, Illuminatus. The geezer's a fart. There you go. And he's blocked. So dull. Well, there you go. Set yourself one up, and you know what you do. What you do is you have your front page, like your landing page, not a woman called Yolanda, and then just sort of say, I write short stories and legal stuff. And you put a little bit about your background, and I'm judging by your avatar, you're involved in the legal business somewhere along the line. You know, see you later, Shell Bob. Thanks for turning up. Thanks for coming along. And he's gone now anyway. Thank you, Aramas. There you go. There you go. We all like the band Hammer, really. Don't morons around here. But where was I? Philip. Yeah, and just write a bit about your bio. You know, I'd done 10 years in corporate law or whatever. And, you know, it's a bit weird setting it all up. Like, I really fucked it up and I didn't even know how to get people. I've fucked it because I've had so many people read it, but there was no way of subscribing. You had to really go around the houses, click my name, go here. Whereas now, today, because I thought I've got to sort this out, now I've got a link, which I'll put in the chat again. And you can go there, and there's a bit that says subscribe, and there's a button, you can just press it. So, yeah. Andrew says, you've given me the best advice to stop my retirement for being crap. I'm going to do the short story thing. Cheers. Go for it. Go for it. Nice one, Michael. Hi. Carlson once got a lawyer to sign something through persuasion when technically he shouldn't. In Minecraft, yeah, I've had a few lawyers in Minecraft. Yeah, but I'm never sure who benefits more. Wait, check this out. This is a bit of a sad one. I had a friend, a proper Eton boy. And yeah, I'm with you on that, Ted. I'm absolutely with you on that. This is lovely. I'd have had a birthday alone, and this is lovely. I'm gonna have to go in about 15 though, because it's 2 a.m. here, and I've got to tidy up and clean up. I haven't seen the missus for 4 weeks, so the house is a shithole. And he was a very well respected lawyer, and he was exactly what I needed when I took on a partner, another director, and we had to do a shares split. So I needed him, and he was like 600 quid an hour, and he said to me, "I'll do you half price, mates rates," and I was still like, "Fucking hell, man." And this fucking contract kept going backwards and forwards, and I was thinking every time this comes back to me, it's another at least 300. And in the end, I had it penned out. It was about 4 grand. He fucking died. He died. He got the job done. We signed off the contracts. I emailed him. And I said, well, thanks, we got that done in the end. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. And I do trust you, and we are mates. I met him down at Jerry's Members Bar about 15 years ago. And I got an automatic reply saying, I can't remember what his, I don't even know what it's called. You know, a stable of lawyers. There's a name for it, isn't there? Said, although this isn't the best way of saying it, I'm not going to tell you what his name was, but unfortunately passed away. And it was a bit, I was like, oh shit, you know, it's sad. But, you know, Philip, out of interest, Philip, what is your area, if you don't mind telling me? Because I'm in. That's it. Yeah, exactly. His chambers were very well respected. Nice one, Andrew. A gaggle of grifters. That's what lawyers are. Well, it's a different language. Okay, that's interesting. Ping me an email. That might be something that we might be able to do something together, actually. If you're taking on jobs, that is. Yeah. No, that I've just seen your other one. I know what IP is. Yeah, we're doing exactly that right at the moment, and I'm telling my business partner not to do it, and he thinks we should. So it'll be nice to maybe talk to you. Yeah, ping me an email, chris@chrisdangerfield.com. Nice one, Philip. That's interesting. Hello, Nyanthos. Nice to see you. Something's happening to my ear. I don't think I've spoken this much since my last stream. Don't mention the N-word, Dub Power. Come on. Hang on a minute. What's going on here? You got a bit of elastic tied to the back of you. What the fuck is that? Good Lord. Hello, Basil. Someone had to mention it. Yeah, they're not all bad. I've even had duty solicitors that have been brilliant. You know, some of them if you get a young duty solicitor who still has faith and wants to do something. You know, I've been up shit creek, and I've had, you know, I haven't had money to fucking eat, let alone pay for a solicitor. So I've taken the duty on. He's come in with all his paper falling out of his little fake leather bag, his PU leather bag. Oh, and sorry. And I thought, oh, come on, drop me out. At least get a geezer. Oh, he was brilliant. The copper went, right, this is an interview with Chris Dangerfield at 11 o'clock on the 4th of May. And the duty solicitor said, that'll be 12 o'clock on the 5th of May. The copper got the day and the time wrong, and the duty solicitor called him on it immediately. And I just thought, oh, what wonderful, immediate power change. Nice one, Hans. Thank you, mate. When you were gone, I catched myself in strange situations thinking, what would Dangerfield say or do? Hans, my life hasn't been a success. It got better at about 35 when I learned about acceptance, and when I started to learn about, well, acceptance is the big one, but gratitude. If you can nail them, and they're both active, you don't just learn them and that's it. They're not passive. You have to actively be grateful, and you have to actively accept situations. To accept something doesn't mean you agree with it or it's right, but if you accept it, it's going to do you less damage. And also, you know, the serenity prayer, it's just incredible. Knowing things you can change, knowing things you can't change, and having the wisdom to know what's what can you change and what can't you change. And when I started building up those very simple but very powerful things like acceptance and like gratitude, my life changed dramatically. So actually, I'll take that back. I'm not a bad type after all. Jimmy, I'm going to do a video just for you. Lawyers, recovery, drug stories, you'll love it. I protested in front of lawyers' offices in Philly and won. Good Lord. Yeah, get it done, man. Get it done. Love to. My email is chris@chrisdangerfield.com. Can't forget it. Once you've done it, ping it over to me. You sound like an interesting guy. Nice one for that donation. All gold. I think the old voice is on its last legs. I'd be very grateful that I'm going to have a baby. I'll tell you that. I'd be over the moon. And I'll tell you what, Nicola, and this is Eckhart Tolle. when you're getting fearful, you're looking into the future, but the future doesn't exist. It's a fallacy. There's no future. So just how is everything now? Right now, how is it? It's fine. It's fine. You're doing something that women have done for millennia. It's fine. And if you start getting feared up and panicking, anxious, come back from that artificial future you've constructed. You've constructed an artificial future so that you can experience fear. And just bring yourself back to the present, which is all you've got right now. And actually have a little look around. Have a little rub of that belly. How's everything going right now? It's all right? Well, then you're all right. Yeah, it's lovely. Everyone's so chuffed on it. Well, what a lovely bit of news for the birthday stream, and far more relevant and important than my birthday. Nice one, Nicola. I'm so happy for you. I always think people hate it. I know. See you later, Philip. Yeah, do that, man. Do that, please. I've always thought it's kind of unpleasant because it's a bit sort of. No. Don't apologise. If anything, you've brought some magic to the show. Nice one. Yeah, he seems like an interesting lad. Hello, Stephen. All right, people. Look, I'm going to wrap this up. That's 2 hours, and I've got to I can't have my missus knowing the truth of the squalor that I can create in 4 weeks. Because when she comes round, she'll sweep and mop the floor, the whole fucking house, and there's a lot of tiles to sweep and mop. And hello, Mike Edwards. Don't do that, Mike. I don't want to tell you to do it or not, but if it's depression and anxiety, there's far more things. Check out Eckhart Tolle, honestly. And people will say to you, "Oh, Eckhart Tolle, it's life-changing stuff." All right, people. Oh, hang on a minute. Jeff just said we share the same birthday. Well, that'll be me, you, Sigmund Freud, and Tony Blair. I mean, 3 out of 4 ain't bad, is it? Thank you very much to see so many of the regulars. I'll do the occasional stream. Please don't get shitty with me and go, "Oh, you said you were gonna. It's been 3 weeks." Just let me do it when I feel like doing one, and in that case I will. But if I get hassled, I'll start running. There you go. A pleasure. Good Lord, look at that. No, Eckhart Tolle isn't like L. Ron Hubbard. Okay, it's Jimmy's mum's birthday as well. Rest in peace, Mother Jimmy. Mrs. Minute, send us out with a Mandon song for old time's sake. All right, I still owe you a song. When I get my guitar over here, I'm not going to wreck it. I'm not going to serenade you on that lump of wood. I might as well use a washboard, but I know I still owe you that. Thank you, Chrissy, and thank you, everyone, and thank you all for the donations and for coming here. We've had nearly 200. We had 280 at one point, and it's been 2 hours, so that's brilliant. Here's my last shilling of this. Please subscribe to this. I beg you. It's Rob D's wife's birthday today too. Good Lord. Right. Please subscribe. You go to that link and you'll see a bit that says subscribe. You put your email in and you'll get a couple of my stories free of charge in your email. You can just delete them if you don't want to read them. Some you might like, some you might not like. This has been a real pleasure. I was a little bit of nice one, Dennis. I was a little bit concerned, in truth, because like I said, I got a lot of very nice emails, but I did get a lot of really shitty ones. And I thought that that's a story and a half, isn't it, Dennis? All absolutely true as well. Fucking hell. Come out, Eli. Come out, Eli. They were doing on London Tonight. I thought, did they realise this geezer was a heroin addict and dealer? Okay, let me just remember how to do this. Click that, pause that, make that bigger, do that. Yeah, it was weird. Some people that were proper sort of high-ranking scrubs as well, people that I really got on with and respected, they really didn't like it. They thought that I'd taken the piss or whatever. You know, no one's perfect. Pagan's sister's birthday today. Good Lord, you're making me feel very unspecial at the end. Anyone whose birthday it isn't. Michael Palin's. Good Lord. Right, how do we do this? What we do is this. We say, see you all later. I'll do a stream in the future. I can't say when. I can't say well. But the Substack is where, if you could share it to your friends, things like that, there's a button you can share it on Twitter and Facebook and all that. There's no politics in there, so you're not going to get in trouble. You can just, hello head wound. You can just share it to a friend or on your social media. That would really help me. Shell Bobs, happy birthday. Been good to hear from you. Love me and Dr. Jimmy. Thank you, the pair of you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, all of you who came. I know it was a late. I can't even think. I've got to turn this in now. I haven't even got any. I haven't even got. I think I demonstrated the problem rather than explained it. God knows what happened there. I'm out of practice. Right. I will see you all soon. Take care. Look after yourselves and those that you love. Why is that so black? I don't know what's happening here, but we'll give it a go. Ta-da! Thank you, little bullet.
Joy of loving is to live in the world of mankind. music starts to play, night will turn to day. Darkness disappears when the one you love is near. You're in man comes. All the world loves the lover, all the girls in every land are meant to know. Joy of loving is to live in the world of mankind. There's a place that is waiting for you, a world where the best in life is free, where time is always
I was feeling rather emotional myself, Nicola.
dreams you dream come true when the one you love loves you. You're in mankind.
Thank you very much, people. It really has been a pleasure. What a lovely start to my birthday. I'll do another stream at some point. But get on that Substack. I'll see you sharing that about. I'll do more streams. How about that? I call it bribery. Ta-da!
All the world loves a lover, all the girls in every land are meant to know. Joy of loving is to live in the world of mankind.
Go on, get down your own end. I got writing to do.